All right, let's get some videos finally. It's been a while. These are not lantern videos, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's this deck that I've been toying around with lately. So here we go on the draw, I believe. I don't remember some of these games, so hey, we're going to learn them too again because, I'm old and my memory is crap. So yeah, I keep it because I can do a turn one, play my tap land, my irrigated farmland. Turn two Temple, and I can play Thalia or Arbiter depending on what my opponent's playing. We'll see. So, I play my tap land first. What I don't know is my opponent is playing a Magus of the Moon deck. They're basically all in on the Moon plan, and it's pretty good. Game one completely shuts me out. I end up not playing a single non-land card, and it destroys me, which is unfortunate, but. Uh, I mean, my opponent's just doing a lot of stuff, hitting for five at a time, and I'm just taking it and dying. And I go ahead and concede. My opponent says sorry, but it's cool. Like it's just like I said, it's part of the game. So every single deck is built to not let the opponent play the game. Every competitive deck. So, anyways, so game two, I do not keep this hand because it's two colorless lands. Not going to happen. So I mulligan, and I have a turn one vial. Heck yeah, because I know what my opponent's plan is anyways, so I will keep this. So again, my opponent is on the turn two moon plan, and they do go for it. Now, fortunately, that vial is going to save my butt. You can't. So here, I do make some misplays this game. But anyways, so here, bounce that Magus, hoping I can draw a land. And, you know, I do not draw my land, but I am able to attack. I don't want to attack with my Arbiter because I don't want to let my opponent just sack stuff at will. So here I'm thinking about doing Ghost Quarter, and what I don't realize is the Hierarch is sick. Come here, kitty cat. Come here. But they can just tap these two for the Ghost Quarter. And I'm not all aware at the moment when I'm playing this. And yeah, I'll Ghost Quarter them. And I also don't realize that you only have to pay two for the effect for the rest of the turn. So they could have fetched with that one as well. But yep. So there's that dude. Again, I'm going to bounce that guy. I was, yeah. That way I can continue to keep the pressure. Attacking, not attacking with the Arbiter, of course. And this is where having that extra land probably would have helped me out, because if I draw a third land, which I do end up doing, I'd be able to play something and vial something. So this is where I learn about the tax. I didn't realize the opponent does show me the rules about it. So I mean, for any of you also learning the death and taxes, once you pay the two, you're good. So again, I do have Reflector Mage, and if I need to, I have Flicker Wisp. I was thinking about just countering it, but I wasn't quite sure. Cat, what are you doing? And yeah, bounce the dude again. So this is where I would have had the third land, which would have been great, but oh well. Yeah, they're gonna path my dude, and I'm trying to think if I'm gonna save it. I do decide to save it with the Flicker Wisp, and then I can go ahead and bounce another critter too. And they do not have an out, it looks like. Yeah, they're at 6. I'm going to swing for 3 flying. They play 2 dudes. 2, 3. Yeah, they could barely live. But I mean, I would still win anyways, simply because I have a displacer, and I'm pretty sure I draw a 3rd land. I think. No, I don't. I don't think I do, because the opponent concedes. They go to do this to Eldritch Evolution. So I tell them they can take this back. I didn't know the rest of their hand. I knew they had Spirit, Courser, and Magus. I did not know the other 2 cards. So we go to game 3. But yeah, I would have won that one anyways. Game 3. I don't remember. Yeah, I keep this one because I have Vile, which is super important in this matchup. What's interesting is my opponent does have Worship, and so there's the Vile, of course. No turn 2 Moon this time. So I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but it'll be okay. I draw my 3rd land. I don't really have a 2 drop to do in there. So just to slow my opponent down a little bit so they can't attack with both creatures, I play my Thalia that, and if they do get a non-basic. And I don't want to play Reflector Mage quite yet because I know that my opponent probably has paths with it, which they do. And I want that Reflector Mage to not get pathed, because between Displacer and Reflector Mage, I can pretty much own this game. So I'd rather draw out the paths with other creatures first, if I can. So again, trying to draw out the path, swing in, and then do the Thought Knot to try to get rid of a path. And show me their hand, so I'm going to get path. The worships don't really matter so long as I can get Reflector Mage and Displacer online, and I do have a Flicker Wisp as well. So I get that path. So they got one more path they can try to get. So Violin, and I Flicker Wisp their dude. Again, I don't want to open myself up here. With the Reflector Mage, I want the Reflector Mage to not get pathed. So here's where they use their 2nd path. And so now I'm happy. My mouse messed up there. Kitty cat, you're so cute. So that's good stuff. So I was thinking about if I want this to come into play untapped or not, because now I can Reflector Mage, play my Displacer, and then Reflector Mage again, and really get a lot going on. And so I do. Go ahead and swing in, do the Reflector Mage. So Violin, and do the Displacer Reflector Mage thing. The opponent's like, that's not good. And they're correct. It is not good for them. So now I'm pretty good to go. I do have a 2nd Displacer if I need to. I can vial that in and save something if I need to. So I can, vial in Displacer and use its ability if they try to get rid of this Displacer, or if they try to get rid of something else. I could also Flicker Wisp and Flicker Displacer to save it, but, swing in, put my opponent to 1. I could have just attacked with these 3 and kept the Reflector Mage back. I guess that's just as good. I don't know why I attacked with the Reflector Mage, honestly. So yeah. They're trying to figure out what land they wanted to play. I guess misclicks and stuff. So they go to attack, and I'm like, I'll take 3. That's fine, because what matters here is I really hope they don't have another path. We already spent 2. And that way I can bounce these guys to their hand and then just swing for lethal. Or I can, get rid of these. Yeah, I just take the 3. So end of turn, there's 2 ways I can do this. I can flicker, reflector, bounce, and path, and then attack. Or I can, during end step, or actually it's flicker, reflector, bounce, path, untap, flicker, reflector, bounce, and then attack. Or I can, or I should say displace. Or I can displace my flicker wisp during end step to get rid of worship, which will keep it out of play until my end step, and then untap and then displace flicker wisp, get rid of the other worship, and attack and win. Which is, either way works. Yeah, and the opponent's like, you had a simpler line by using the reflector mate or the flicker wisp on the worships. But all right, and that's it.